Are you going to buy or subscribe? This looks like a question that you're going to be asked more often going forward. The so-called subscription economy is already with us. Netflix is the most common example, where your monthly plan allows you to watch unlimited programming. In the subscription economy, you don't have to go through the hassle of searching, finding, buying, or sometimes reselling to meet your updated needs. The service you subscribe to will provide you with what you need regularly or unlimitedly. It's not just digital content like Netflix. Almost every product that is consumed daily is up for subscription, including food, clothes, and books. Even automobiles have become subscribable. One research group estimates by 2020, the size of the subscription model market will reach 6 trillion won globally. The value of subscription economy doesn't lie with consumers. Subscriptions help companies create constant, recurring profits with a pool of loyal customers. The advent of new technologies have always been transformed the way people consume. In the past, the market was driven by mail order, telephone order, home shopping, and e-commerce. Now consumers are able to subscribe rather than wasting their time searching and buying. For customers, as long as consumer benefits increase, the new models are always welcome. Our choices are ever increasing in the subscription market, from everyday items to transportation. So I said our choices are ever increasing. So if something is ever increasing, it keeps going up and up or getting bigger and bigger. And there's no end to what can happen. If it's ever increasing, it just keeps going and going and going. We have the world at our fingertips when it comes to goods and services we can purchase through subscriptions. So when I say we have the world at our fingertips, or people say we have all the information in the world at our fingertips, or we can do so much at our fingertips, means that, with our fingers, we can type into our smartphone or to a keyboard, and we can find out any piece of information or order anything we want. So that's when we say we have the world at our fingertips. The subscription economy allows consumers to free up their time. No longer do they have to spend their time looking for products when the goods they consume can always be provided. Subscriptions save time and energy for consumers who take advantage of the service. So I said it saves money and time for those who take advantage of the service. To take advantage of something is to use something and get the value out of it. So for example, if you're paying 15,000 won in a Netflix subscription every month and you watch 2 hours of Netflix a day times 30, that's 60 hours. So if you divide that by 15,000 won, you're really getting your value for money. You're really taking advantage of the service. But if you're not watching anything on Netflix, then you're just kind of wasting your 15,000 won and you're not taking advantage of the great entertainment that Netflix has. The subscription model can only be successful if what is being sold has a fair market price that can bring value to the customer. So there I said a fair market price. So a fair market price means the product is kind of in between. It equals both the supply and the demand. It's what people will pay for it. So for example, fall is coming. Okay, so now that fall is upon us, the Jeju tangerine, or we call them clementines, the box will be 10,000 won, right? But if somebody's selling a box at 30,000 won, that is not a fair market value price. It's overpriced. Alternatively, if something's at 5,000 won, it's underpriced. So a fair market value price for a box of tangerines would be 10,000 won. So if a business has a fair market value price, I think if we're going back to Netflix, 15,000 won for unlimited content on Netflix, I think that's a very fair market value price. The key factors for consumers who participate in the subscription model are affordable costs and value for money. Only having a service that is based on subscriptions is not an effective business model. So I said the subscription model are affordable costs. So affordable costs means you can afford it. It's within your budget. So if your budget's $10 and something is $4 or $8, that's within your budget. It's an affordable cost. And then we also use the word affordable in replacement of cheap sometimes, because cheap has because it has like a negative connotation that the quality of the product isn't made good. So if you said, the car is affordable rather than cheap, it sounds better. And next, I said cost and if the product has value for money. So in previous podcasts, we talked about value for money. For example, a cup of coffee at Starbucks is about 5,000 won. That is not value for money because a cup of coffee, the cup costs 10 cents and the coffee cost about 10 cents. So if the coffee was $1, sure, I think that's value for money, but 5,000 won, it is not value for money. Subscription services can be sneaky. If you think you're buying something of value at first, but over time you are billed monthly, and you may not get your money's worth. So first I said subscription services can be sneaky. So if something or someone is sneaky, they're not telling the truth, they're trying to hide their intentions, or they might try to gain an advantage from you or take something for you. For example, if you sign up for a subscription service, maybe it's $4 or $5 a month, but they give you 30 or 60 days for free, you might use it, then forget about it, and then they will just start billing you monthly. And it's such a small amount that you really don't notice on your credit card statement. And then some others have different clauses where, it might be they'll charge you a small amount at first and then more amounts later if you go over the limit of you subscribe. So it's a little bit difficult to find out what the true intentions are when you're subscribing to something. It may actually wind up hurting you. And then I said at the end, you're not getting your money's worth. So again, if you sign up for a gym and you pay $50 a month, but you never go, you are not getting your money's worth. But if you go every day, you are getting your money's worth. That means you're using all the money you put in there and you're gaining value from it. You may be overpaying for services that you don't often use. Subscriptions may be slowly draining your bank account. So I said slowly draining your bank account. So to drain, if you think about the drain in your sink and it's filled with water, the water is draining. But we also use it if someone is taking money from us. So if like your kids spend a lot of money, like, my kids are draining my bank account. Or, if you like to go out drinking a lot, you can say, soju is draining my bank account. It means it's just going down a tube and going nowhere. Thanks, guys. Don't forget to follow me at MATTSSAM on Instagram. Also, the Konglish Killer book is out on all e-platforms. And my other podcast, Gorilla English, on Podbang and YouTube. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.